Hello, everybody, and welcome to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic for Switch. Now, today is a very weird stream because I was meant to be playing Grand Theft Auto 3 Definitive Edition, but there have been some issues regarding Rockstar, Grove Street Games, the producers of the Definitive Trilogy, among other things. I can't say I'm not disappointed, as I had a whole schedule planned ahead to do nothing but the Definitive Trilogy, but that has been halted. So tomorrow, somehow, I'm going to hop back into the Definitive Editions. I might try to get them for the PlayStation. I don't know, because if I try to stream it on my Switch, the frame rate is just gonna go crazy. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. But I remembered that Knights of the Old Republic had released today, actually, or yesterday, I think. It's brand new for the Switch. So I had only played this game as soon as it came out, and I thought it was perfect fitting of the occasion right now, you know, with the whole streaming deal and not being able to do Grand Theft Auto. So I'm hopping in here. Hopefully they fix the issues over at Rockstar Games and everything would be great. So let me just put everything on the correct screen. Well, correct, quote unquote. There's no correct screen. It's just I like having things on my left screen rather than my right. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing this the same way, but whatever. Yeah, I really don't know, man. It's a sad time to be a Rockstar fan. That's all I can say. Star Wars. It's pretty perfect, that background, with what I'm about to play today, so might as well pull it up. Let me invite my friends over from as you can see right there. Oh boy. And the thing is, I could stream some of the Definitive Edition on Switch, but I don't want the frame rate to be like lower, and like if I do it through PlayStation, you'll actually see what it's supposed to look like. Like when I play on the Switch just on the tiny screen, it looks pretty good, and then when I project it on like a larger screen like this one, but like through the Elgato capture card, like the frame rate does go down a bit, so it gets botched. I don't want it to get botched, you know. Anything but botching over here. We're so close to getting 10k subs too. That's the funny part of it all. So if you're new to the channel, you're more than welcome to subscribe so you can see how these shenanigans unfold. But if you are not new and coming back, then welcome back. Grab your nearest beverage. We like to keep it nice and hydrated here. It's a good old rant I went on. Oh boy, Game Ranks came up with Before You Buy the Definitive Trilogy. I gotta check that video out. Hello. Afterwards. YouTube streams, here we go. Okay. Alright. Just projecting now. There we go. I'm doing. I was excited, and then I got kind of bummed out. I was excited to beat Grand Theft Auto 3, like mentally I was there with it, You know, like I'm going to beat Grand Theft Auto 3 Definitive Edition on stream, and tomorrow I was gonna hop into Vice City. Hopefully by then they would have had mods out with WeMod, because they did a very fast job with Grand Theft Auto 3 and it was beautiful, it was perfect. But now, man, now I gotta sit here and wait like a jackass. I might write to Rockstar support and be like, I just wanted to stream the games. Like I've been a fan since the first Grand Theft Auto 3 experience I had, Vice City, you know. I've been 15 years. 15 years. You dedicate 15 years of your life to anything or anyone, like it's not like anybody owes you anything. Like I know they're like a production, you know, video game production company, and like I don't know, I just feel like something got messed up between them and Grove Street Games. And I can't put my finger on it. Like I can't say it's this guy's fault, it's that guy's fault, like it's their fault. Like I can't, you know, like I can't blame Rockstar fully. I can only partially blame them for hiring someone like Grove Street Games. You could always stream the original. I've already done that. I've done that like so much like casually, and I've done that like fully. Like I've streamed all 3 games original, like the full 9 yards. Like I've streamed them, you know. Also, I'm not capturing the comments here. What the freak? There we go. The reason I'm not using, you know, curse words right now is because obviously this should be a family-friendly stream. Also, I gotta change all these tags. All these tags are Rockstar related. Okay. Knights, Old Republic, Star Wars. Switch. I already did that. Nintendo? Yeah, I already did that. Okay, cool. There we go. If you refresh your thing. I don't know, I've seen you beat 3. Yeah, like I've beaten 3. That wasn't such a long game. It's not such a long game in the new version either. It has like little new things you can do, but like I was just so hyped up. And I've been beating Vice City. I did the pizza delivery, pizza boy missions. I have 150 in health now. I was in the middle of doing the vigilante missions, but I failed because I got busted like an idiot, but that's okay. It's what happens when you play these games and you do what you do. I still have not opened San Andreas anywhere, so I don't know. I was thinking maybe I could just hop into Vice City where I'm at, but like I'm already like way into the game. Like I'm about to unlock the final stage of the game, the final like missions, and I'm like I can't hop into Vice City Definitive Edition with just the final like. If eventually it's gonna get put back into PC, like why would I do that? And I was about to finish the third one, like not about to finish it, but you know what I mean. Like I was gonna do a stream long enough today to beat it. So it's like this is my frustration. Like we were on a schedule here, and now it's all fricked up. Cause now when they come back, it's probably not gonna be the same files. Like I don't know if my save is gonna be there, if my progress is gonna be there for Grand Theft Auto 3. I have no idea. So I might have to, like, play it myself, who knows, like, overnight or something, and get to the point I was on the stream. And then I can stream it again, because, like I can't just redo it. I have to, continuity calls for me waiting. And it's funny to me because months from now, years from now, somebody's gonna be like, I wanted to see what Knights of the Old Republic look like on the Switch, and they're gonna come across this stream, and it's just me ranting about Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto. It's just so messed up. Like I can't. Oh my god. I should put the word rant on all these hashtags that are on right now, like, cause. But I'm gonna figure something out. Maybe tonight. I debated hard. Should I get the trilogy also on PlayStation? But the thing is, I can't spend this money 3 times over, especially if Rockstar's doing this. Like, you know, like I just can't. So if I get a refund, I want to know if I'm still getting them, because I paid for them, but like you're now bungling my progress. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'll try, and they're flooded right now. Like they're flooded up the butt, and I get it. Like hundreds, like thousands of people who were like naysayers, who were like haters, and they're like, oh, it's good enough as it is, whatever. Like they ended up buying it, ended up down. Thank you, Nyan Cat. Hello, how are you? Um, they ended up buying it regardless, and then this happens. So like, where's the faith? Where's the customer service? Where's the um, accountability for this? You know, it's really not like it was worth it twice. I'm not gonna lie, it was worth it. Even like me as a huge fan, it's definitely worth it once at least. But for people who are like, no, just once, like for one console or for just PC or whatever, like I get it. And when the Steam Deck comes out, this is all gonna be irrelevant because you could just install the Rockstar launcher onto the Steam Deck and launch it from there. Like, it is not gonna make a true difference, I don't think. Hey, nameless, nullify. Hola, mon amigos. Wait, is this regular nameless? Is this Caspian or is this like a new nameless? Because right now I'm ranting. So first 11 minutes of this stream, beautiful. It's a rant about Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto. It's not even the game. But I'm explaining the reasoning why this is such a loose. Like maybe I will stream this again, Knights of the Old Republic, maybe. But I'm not in the mood for it. That's what I'm like trying to convey. Dude, for the Switch, it's like the portability, being able to play on my couch. I did laundry yesterday. Went to the laundromat. While I was waiting for my laundry, I was playing Vice City. I never thought I would be able to do that other than with my PSP Vice City Stories, which was, great at the time. But now it's like, hello. Now it's like the Switch Vice City, new graphics, like, it's great. And the thing is, I played the game like hours on end, like a lot. Yeah, 3 and Vice City look great. I love them. I haven't played San Andreas, so I'm still, I saw the comparisons. I saw what people are complaining about on Twitter and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I see where you're coming from, but like I haven't dove into the game because people love being nitpicky. Like if I was nitpicky, I would be trash talking like Vice City right now because like the game has almost crashed on me 3 times when I've been switching islands and I'm going on a car that's too fast. As soon as I get to the other section of the island, the textures are not rendered. Like, almost none of it. And I'm like, this would obviously be forgivable if we were working with hardware that was like 10 years old or something. But like, this is the Switch. It came out like 2017. Like, this is not really acceptable at this point, It's a game that came out more than 14 years ago. 15 years ago, and if you're having trouble rendering that, it's kind of like, I know you can play Vice City on the phone. That's what makes it even funnier. New browser, okay, I got you. Alright, let's dive into Knights of the Old Republic before somebody has a heart attack, because it's just been like almost 15 minutes of me ranting and not even playing the game, which is what we're supposed to do here. I hope that's not too loud. Nah, that's fine. You can still hear my voice, it's okay. Maybe I have to lower my... Yeah. I'm excited to explore San Andreas again, though. Even if it looks a little derpy. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind the cartooniness. I'll just auto level up, it's okay. Go easy, man. I'm here for the ride, not for the difficulty. And new game. Oh. Male scoundrel, scout, soldier, female. I'll be a soldier. Oh boy. Let's do this, dude. Attributes. Okay. I'm just gonna like even it out. I think this is kind of like Fallout. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna screw me over, but that's fine. Skills. Oh boy. Oh, I understand. Repair, security, treat injury. Probably treat injury. Demolitions. Computer use. Yeah, let's do computer use. Feet. Oh boy. What? Damn. Oh, add feet. Got it. To weapon fighting, caution, critical strike, empathy, flurry, gearhead, conditioning. My God, this is deep. You don't know what went wrong here? What do you mean, like here specifically, or like in Rockstars? I'm really thinking it's the hot coffee mod. Yo, the Master Chief Collection is awesome. No, wait, did Grove Street Games? Grove Street Games did not do the Master Chief Collection, right? I just think Rockstar is gonna go with a different game developer for their next thing or whatever. I'm gonna do toughness. Yeah. Name. No. Let's just do the regular. Oh. I can't have numbers in my name? Okay, fine, let's do a symbol. This symbolizes 13. Let's do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I've only played this game one time, and I've only played like a half hour of it when I was like... Knights of the Old Republic. It's too late. That's all good. I don't mind. Besides, I think it's just the opening sequence.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Oh my goodness.
I'm Trask Olgo. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastel is the commanding officer on the end. One of our primary duties is to... I've heard all about your reputation. Word is the officers haven't seen her. We're soldiers. We're trained for combat. So hurry up and grab your gear.
repeat that. Blaster rifle. Short sword. Get items. You pause with L? What the heck is going on?
Come on, we have to hurry. The Sith might already be boarding the ship to try and
God, the sun
capture
is in my
Bastila.
face.
Put your equipment on so we can get out of
Oh,
here.
this looks kind of cool in camera. I'm gonna leave it. God darn me. Opera. Use the equip screen. Okay. Let's do blaster rifle. Oh, dual wielding weapons. Damn, I could have done the right. This is kind of cool. I see how this has aged like not that great, but like it's still operational. Like I can still understand what this is about.
Okay, let's move out. We should...
In terms of how.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry.
I need a code to open the door? Okay. We'll find that. I can control this guy? Wow.
Now that the door's open, you better take the lead again.
This is Carthel Nassi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower.
That was Cart contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. There's a map of the Endar
Meanwhile, we're
Spire
here
and a
talking
copy of
about it,
Cart's
like,
message
dude.
in your electronic journal. That door's locked. I don't have the codes to open it. Switch me to the party leader so you can use it.
Wait, hold up, what? Oh boy. Time for these action-packed early
These Sith
2000
must be the advanced
sequences.
boarding party for the Republic! I've got a feeling that won't be our last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have med packs to heal our wounds. It might be a good idea to use one now before our next battle.
You don't do much during the combat sequences. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, no, I'm playing on Switch, so I have no idea. But maybe if I got it on Steam, I'd be able to get some mods. We gotta go another way. Frame rate.
Dr. Jedi, this light is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way. That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help.
Combat sequences, man. I've never been one for turn-based combat. I don't like it. I just forgot this game was like that. It's supposed to be a mid to early 2000s RPG, so I understand that's how it works, but like
The bridge is just beyond that door. You better equip your melee weapon. There isn't much room on the bridge, and it's suicide to use a blast
Maybe.
in close quarters.
Maybe
You should
unlimited
equip a
items.
melee weapon too. Either that or I'll
Beams.
have to stay back and use my blaster.
I can't on the switch.
We'll be fighting in close quarters. Your melee weapon is made. Not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
That guy's super dramatic. I thought it was auto leveling up. I'm gonna be on probably for like another half hour. I don't plan on making
Damn,
a
another
long
dark
stream.
Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
This is Carthonasi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through Bastila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pod. But be careful. There's a Sith patrol.
No, just I'll be on for another half hour because I don't plan for this stream to be long. Well, I had plans for it to be long, but then Rockstar Games pulled the games down from the Rockstar launcher.
Troopers on the other. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes.
I have some credits. Okay. Yeah, take the heat. This game would be interesting to play with a keyboard, I think. Like playing this game on PC. Because of all the commands. Like, this doesn't feel as fluid with a controller. Because you're not the one doing the shooting.
I'm a soldier with the Republic. Like Basilisk escape pods.
I remember when these games came out, like, everything looked so amazing in terms of graphical enhancement. Yeah, I think I'd play this with a keyboard. Because, like, I'm not the one doing the actions. This is more, like, strategy-based. Like an RPG, you know? This one I could definitely see played with a keyboard. Like, you have certain commands, like a big attack with 2, a smaller attack with 1, like, or a certain key. Like, I could see it happen and being easier than just like switching with a controller, going all the way to that option and, you know, clicking that.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep.
Like, it'd be hard to play Age of Empires with
wondering if you're ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth,
with a controller.
Republic
Like, you
soldiers
need the
from
keyboard
Empire Spire.
and mouse.
I was with you on the escape pod. Do you remember? We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple. We're in an abandoned apartment. I was able to drag you. You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone. Terrace is under. I saw on your server. There is no way.
And I also don't like. This is why I didn't like Mass Effect. Like, I couldn't get into the whole dialogue options. I'm like, dude, just get me through, bro. I need the plot to happen. I know this is all like decision based and like my personality is based on all these like dialogue options, but I'm like, I just want to play. Like, I want to play. I don't want to play.
That's smacked. That's still. I believe. I don't. Besides, what? Bast through the. Of course, the attack. Bastil's gonna need our help. Nobody. She's got. The whole planet is under quarantine. No. While you were, but the under. Good idea. I've heard some, but I figure.
Cool. Like, I don't want to be a dick, but I want to just get over these like dialogue options faster. I wonder how the remake is gonna be. Like, I feel like it's gonna be more action based, less focused on like. I need to see like I'm very interested, but I need to see the gameplay, like, before I invest in it, you know, in buying and stuff. Yeah, I know, that's quite the coincidence. I have an apartment? That's so funny. It's funny to think about like a Jedi having an apartment. I don't know why. Where do they live?
Get up against the wall. This is a raid.
I don't know, inside of the council building?
That's That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouthed aliens. Now the rest of you, get up. What's this? Humans hiding out with it. They're Republic fugitives!
I know. Yeah. I love Revenge of the Sith. It is my favorite of the prequels. But I understand. Like, I get it. Anytime anybody complains about the prequels, I'm like, I get it. Although my least favorite is episode 2, which funny enough is in the prequels. I think one day I'll do like a proper ranking, but right now, off the top of my head, now that we're in this Star Wars forceful gameplay, my favorite, number one top Star Wars movie is a tie between episode 5 and episode 6. Because as soon as I watch episode 5, like, I have to watch 6. But episode 6 is just a 0.001% below episode 5, because all of episode 5 is perfect. But just the first, like, 10 to 20 minutes of episode 6, I'm like, nah, I don't like it too much. And Jabba the Hutt's palace, like, I don't like that bit. I don't know why. I've just never dug it. Like, it's just uncomfortable. But, like, as soon as, like, Luke Skywalker, like, gets his lightsaber and starts, like, kicking ass and they feed everything to the Sarlacc pit, like, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Everything after that, good. Perfect. And the combat between the lightsaber duel between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker at the end of that movie, probably, hands down, my favorite, like, lightsaber duel. And up there with episode 1's, like, Darth Maul encounter, because that one's perfect, too, with the music and everything. By the way, they should have used that music in episode 9. That would have made it a better movie, but anyway. And so number 1 is, like, episode 5. Then right below it is episode 6, like, right there. And then right next to that's probably episode 7, along with episode 4. Because I really do love episode 4. Then right below that is episode 8. Because I think it was really good. I thought some bits could have been taken out. It was a bit longer than it should have been. But whatever. And then below that is episode 9, then episode 1, and then way down below, episode 2. Like, and I do love the Solo movie. I actually really like that one. I love the Lando Calrissian in that movie. He's so good as a young guy. Like that Childish Gambino did an amazing job. But Rogue One. I love Rogue One. But that, like, I don't know if I should treat it as like a separate entity. Although when I watch all the Star Wars movies, I do include Rogue One because it's like canon. So I'm like, I have to watch it like right before episode 4. Like, just so it like correlates. Because when you watch them back to back, it's so cool. It's like literally the final scene from Rogue One, like, is the first scene of episode 4. And I'm like, the way they did that was just brilliant. Like, you just saw Darth Vader kicking ass at one section, and then the other one, he's like coming in like, where are the rebels? Like, where's Leia? You know, it's like all this shit. It's great. But yeah, I just love Star Wars. I don't know. I think that's why I'm like okay like playing this, because it's still Star Wars related, and you know, it's not what I wanted to play, but whatever. Whatever, Rockstar Games. Pleased to meet you. Damn it.
And I can... Ho ho.
Credits. I have 153. Whoa, stuff's expensive here. Come on, man. Ooh, military suit. The Mandalorian. You see, that's why I should add like a more comprehensive list of like every live action iteration of Star Wars and how it being main canon like relates to me like liking the movies, you know? Because I did like coming off of episode 9, I was kind of like I wanted episode 9 to be like the best one possible. And with episode 1's like music and with like it should have been longer. Like I know people complain about the length of episode 8 and as did I. It's fine because each regular episode should not be more than like 2 hours, 2 hours 10 minutes. Like no Star Wars movie should be longer than that. But episode 9's job was to bring a conclusion to everything. So if you're gonna conclude all that, like the Avengers, like you couldn't have had Infinity War if it hadn't been the length it is. It's 2 hours 40 minutes and it's perfect. Everybody has enough screen time. The script is amazing. The ending, even though it's a cliffhanger, is beautiful. And then you have Endgame, which is a solid sit down 3 hours, and you couldn't have had it shorter. Like you have to wrap this story and these conclusions up with enough time to like really get to know how the characters got from point A at the beginning of everything to like point Z or whatever the heck it is, you know? Every moment is earned. In episode 9, it just feels like the first 20 minutes are like super chaotic. Like everything is trying to be a cleanup of episode 8, like whatever got messed up in the plot or whatever. And then they kind of erase off characters, and I'm like, I think J.J. Abrams had a different vision when he did episode 7, which definitely got a little bungled in episode 8. But that movie in itself wasn't like a bad film. It was just not connected properly to episode 7. And then by the time you get to episode 9, it's like, how am I going to connect it to 8, 7, and conclude everything from before? It's like, they only had so much to like work with. That's like, that shit, we have to like get through this. And it's like, oh, it's the Emperor all along. And I'm like, but is it though? Should it have been the Emperor all along? I don't know. It should have just been Snoke. If you cut off the bottom limbs, like, you can survive, like we saw with Darth Maul. Like, he's still alive. Okay, you know, he's got mechanical legs, whatever. Like, Snoke was such a powerful being, and they showed it in episode 8, and it's like, oh, now I'm cutting half. It's like, but did that really kill him? Nah. I would have dug more if it had just been Snoke. Like, you know, leave the Emperor behind. Like, I don't know how much Darth Vader's moment of redemption is earned in episode 6. Now that we know that it's like the Emperor all along, and it's like, well, if there's evil in the galaxy afterwards, after episode 9, like, is it still gonna be the Emperor? Like, it just, I guess it somehow has to be, because, like, how do you show a raw, real dark side of the Force, other than with the Emperor Palpatine, like, the Emperor? Like, there is no, you know? Like, it made sense in the prequels, because, like, he's becoming the Emperor in those, you know? Like, it's, okay, fine, we're on board, we get it. But with this new guy, Snoke, it's like, it I don't know, like, the galaxy is way too big to be focused on, like, the same 10 people, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it was kind of cool how 8 kind of flirted with the idea of, like, the Force is bigger than just, like, these Skywalker-related incidents or whatever, or people, characters, and I'm like, okay, I guess expand on that a bit, but not so much like the casino sequence, because that was like way like offbeat, and it was like, it added an extra like 20 minutes to the movie that weren't like super necessary, but like, And this video just became an opinion piece on the Star Wars universe, and not so much this game. Clone Wars is better than Galactic Empire? Nah. I feel like the Clone Wars got cooler after the animated series came out, because then they were able to like really develop the lore and like tell the story of like Obi-Wan and Anakin and all that. And I'm like, episode 2 literally ends when the crap hits the fan and the story gets good, and that is where it gets me mad. Like, that's why it's my least favorite episode. Not because of like the sand is coarse and it gets everywhere. Like, other than the poor written dialogue and the soap opera of emotions that's going on, and Anakin being like angsty, like, okay, that's annoying, yes, but we're gonna put that in a little box over here. Like, the main thing is the plot of the movie. Like, why is it that I'm staring at C-3PO get ripped apart by these random ass machines for like what feels like a half hour, and this movie's already long enough, and I'm like, why not focus on the relevant stuff? Like, the combat sequences are pretty cool in episode 2, and like Mace Windu kicking ass, like, that's great. But like, as soon as they're like, oh, the Clone Wars are upon us, then like the marriage ceremony takes place, and then the movie ends, and then it rolls credits, and then you're like, well, what the heck? Well, episode 3 is gonna be great, which it was, but it's like the ending of the Clone Wars, and you're like, A, C, where's B? Where's B at? I'm missing the B. Like, oh my god. If I could just sit George Lucas down and just take a time machine back and be like, thank you, Cat. If we could just fix the script for one more year, just 1 year, it's okay. It doesn't have to be released in 1999. It could be released in the year 2000. How about we kick off the millennium with a solidly written out episode 1 for Star Wars. At the ending, if they even had that by the time they were beginning filming, you have a great combat, like a duel with 2 swords, Darth Maul. It's perfect. Like, leave that in. The rest of the stuff, though, the whole racial undertones, like all this other garbage here, like we can just rework through that, and we don't have to focus on that so much. Like, Anakin as a little kid, like, okay, fine, but like we can work through this script to like just make it better. Just make it better. I don't know, like, just fix these bits and pieces, and then we transition into like a good episode 2 that kicks off with the Clone Wars. Like, you're in the Clone Wars, and the Clone Wars are episode 2. Like, I'm fresh off of watching Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, so I can tell you exactly how those scripts are perfect, and they have multiple battle sequences in the 3rd movie, and it has one big epic battle sequence in the 2nd film, which feels organic. The Battle of Helm's Deep is amazing, and then towards the end of it, Gandalf comes in and swoops in and like does all this cool shit, and it's like, this is awesome, this is perfect. This is what the prequels of Star Wars should have been. Taking that into consideration, I realize that like those movies came out right during the time that Star Wars, like the prequels, were being made, and like they couldn't have taken that as like a template or something, like, but the books of Lord of the Rings were written beforehand, and I'm like, Georgie boy, all you had to do was follow the damn train. All you had to do was make a solid enough prequel to lead into the fact that like Anakin is becoming Darth Vader. And then somehow we could connect the good, solid, dark ending of the Revenge of the Sith with what the Clone Wars should have been, with an episode 1 like Phantom Menace like remake, you know? Like a redone script. But yeah. It's just a lot. I have a lot of opinions. But I really do like love Star Wars. Like you have no idea. Like, I just watching the movies is just like, I'll sit through them. I don't care. Like, even the prequels, I'll do it. And episode 9 again. I've only seen episode 9 like a handful of times, but like I feel like I've watched episode 8 more because like I had more time to. Like, episode 9 is more recent, but like next time I like sit through them, I can't just do one movie, you know? Because every time one was coming out, I did like all of them. From the original canon, live action, I did episodes 4, 5, 6 with Rogue One before them. So like the first movie I watch is Solo. Then I watch Rogue One, then the original trilogy, then the prequels, and then the sequels. So every time, like when episode 8 was going to come out, I did that along with episode 7. And then when episode 9 was going to come out, I did that along with episode 8. But it's just, yeah, I don't know, man. Are there some perfect sins done for episodes 1, 2, 3? I don't think I've seen Cinema Sins for the prequels. I need a 1-hour YouTube video. I could honestly rant on and on about every single... Wait. Oh, it's locked. As you've seen in the past 20 minutes or however long I've been talking for, I can rant about the prequels, the sequels. But what I can't rant about is the original trilogy. Like, I can tell you how great it is and how amazing it was. But it's just such a good story arc. And the sequels, you know, blame the prequels for being like poorly written as much as you will, but George Lucas was telling one story. And it was not so much properly established or even like developed in some cases, as much as it was properly concluded. Because the sequels failed at that. They had a great setup, and they had kind of a weird like middle, but then the ending, that conclusion was like offbeat in terms of like what each character like had to go through to get there. And it's like, this isn't just one story, this is 3 separate stories in an instance of like 3 movies, which just never it doesn't make sense with the trilogy format of Star Wars. Why am I loading again? Did I go into my apartment? Yep, this is my apartment again. Oh boy, it's definitely not where I need to go. Also, I don't know if I'm advancing in this plot of this game right now, so for some perfect sins, maybe you should watch the prequel streams, see if he's in anything you mentioned. The prequel, because we're in a stream right now and we're just talking like streams. Where am I supposed to go? I don't know. I might just pause right here. I know I didn't like play like any of this game. Oh, there we go. Upper City. Hey, city time. Yes, this exactly right here is what I remember of this game. Coming out here. Yeah, just walking around this right here. I think it was my brother, the one who was like playing it, and then I played it just for a little bit. Like, it might have not been like a half hour, it might have been shorter, but I was like, oh, this game is weird, but it looks really cool. And then I just never played it again for some reason. I probably was in the middle of like Halo 1 or 2 and Fable. Oh, I didn't come with my compadre. I need my compadre, no? That's fine. I'll just walk around a bit, explore this whole area. Yeah, I'll definitely watch the Cinema Sins videos for the prequels. There's I forget the name of the guy. I might DM him to you over Instagram. But there's this guy that made a really, really funny video about episode 3, I feel. Right around the time that like the sequels were coming out, but it's like, oh, you know why this one's the best one out of them all? It's because it's darker. I don't know if this makes for a better chair, but this new chair of mine is darker, so it's definitely better than my old chairs because they're lighter. It's like the way he said it was just really funny. Do you think there's some stuff that should have been sent, but he didn't do it anyway? I'd have to watch the videos. Based on like, he's definitely gonna mention something about the sand. The dialogue, it's just, oh my god, the dialogue. It's like George Lucas was watching like The Bold and the Beautiful or some other like crappy USA soap opera and just like took that dialogue as like, whoa, this is like the Bible, man. This is like the pinnacle of the American dialogue interest. Like, if I just put this about the sand, it's gonna be amazing. People are just they're gonna connect with Anakin so much because he's going through a rough time, and there's like he's questioning his role in the galaxy as being part of like the master of like the Jedi, but not really, and like being in love with Padme, like the sand is so real. I'm like, what is going through your head? The sand, I hate it. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. I'm like, Anakin, my dude, like, just gotta rub my eyes real quick. Shit. What? What? Oh. As you can see, it gets on my nerves. I don't know. He might mention something about like the dialogue. You know, he should mention something about like the CGI in them, because watching them over the years, episode I don't know, episode 1 maybe a bit, but like episode 2, like it hasn't aged that well. Like in that sequence I just mentioned of like C-3PO getting like reassembled as another droid and deassembled and like his parts go everywhere. That looks like a video game. Like that looks a little reminiscent of like the Polar Express, and that's like the pinnacle of like poorly animated. Like I love the Polar Express. Tom Hanks plays everybody superbly. Yes, it's a little cheesy, but like it's fine. It's Christmas. But like the animation is like, was this the best course of action for this story? Especially this animation. Like I don't know. After Toy Story was made in 1995. Any iteration of like animation afterward is like, it should be not that level obviously, but like good, you know? So it gets you a little frustrated when you see something like that and you're like, shouldn't we have taken like a month and a half extra maybe of time just animating a little better? My eyes, I don't know, when I get frustrated my eyes get itchy. Gotta scratch them right quick, you know, just get a good rubbing. Upper City, what? I don't know what this is. I'm just roaming around. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what the mission is. This is an RPG. It's an open-ended. I'm gonna just walk around. I can have dialogue options with everybody here. I haven't talked to a single person. Look at these guys. They're having the time of their life. You know what? I'm gonna do it to them. I'm gonna do it to him, and it's gonna be real.
Canadians come to YouTube to entertain.
Here we go. I don't even know how the sound is gonna be, but hopefully it's good. Wait. There we go. This was so lit. I love Star Wars. Yeah, I do like the original trilogy best, but there are many solid moments in Episode 3, and there is good narrative elements in it. There are. Cantina. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going longer because I just don't care anymore. I'm frustrated about Rockstar games. I'm frustrated. Whoa.
We couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gerlach.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two
I have no idea what's happening.
for your viewing and gambling enjoyment.
I just
Now,
got here, man.
I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gerlach Two Finger. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Jedi Duncan.
We're in for it now, Scoob. Oh!
And to
What a good
nobody's
shot.
great surprise, Jedi is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Girl on Two Fingers.
Whoa. That was it? Come on. It was just getting good, you know? The guy just up and died. Alright. Let's kill Jabba the Hutt. Let's save everybody the pain. Oh, it's Azure. Well, I'm ready for a duel, I guess. Not right away though. I gotta get a better blaster and better anything. Why while we hear them crunching? That would definitely be an unnecessary sin that they would add. Well, that's what you do when you are there with like like think of it like a gladiator pit. Like I'd be the one getting like the bread. Like, oof, I gotta watch the movie Gladiator. That was so good. You know what? If you're feeling bummed out, just watch Gladiator. You won't feel bummed out afterwards. Bummed out. For me, I'm gonna be playing some Vice City. I'm gonna be beating it. Maybe I could start Grand Theft Auto 3 on my Switch, and then tomorrow, if the servers or whatever are not up yet, which would be incredible. I mean, it is the weekend, so it is possible, but I don't know. I feel like these people are like getting whipped and working around the clock. Like, you better fix this. Because I'm not asking for a refund. I will, because it would be nice to have it on PlayStation as well for free, technically. But it would be nice to have it on PC. So if somehow I can make sure that I get a refund and can get it on PlayStation and PC, then I will do that. Because by tomorrow, if I could just stream the PlayStation version of Vice City, that would look good, it's great, and I could just do cheats like instead of mods. I think I maybe would get on board with that. But I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what tomorrow holds. But I really wonder what the remake of this game is gonna be like. Like, if the combat is instantaneous and like they change the whole like dialogue options and like this whole attack options, like you have to choose to attack and then choose like a better attack to like, you know, like, I don't know. Let me just, what? There it is. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much like wrapping up this stream. I don't know if I'll play this game again. Honestly, if I play, you know what? Let's do the following. Tomorrow, if Rockstar Games has not gotten its stuff together, I will stream another Star Wars game, but it will be a Battlefront game. I don't believe I'll do the original Battlefronts though. I'll do the newer ones, just because I want to like go in and like play a bit, maybe level up my character. I might do the original Battlefront, or maybe the second one, I don't know. I might like contact my buddy Joe so we like stream it like together, and I'll be on for like about an hour and a half, maybe, however long it takes to like set up a couple matches and get this stuff going. So it'll be a fun stream tomorrow regardless. But if Rockstar does get its stuff together, I'll try to stream the third Grand Theft Auto with mods on my PC. And if they get their stuff together and I lose all of my files, then I will start streaming Vice City on the PC, on the Rockstar launcher. And then I will attempt to get to the same spot that I was for the third one and beat it on Monday. If not, Wednesday. So that's kind of the schedule I'm working with now. How many unnecessary sins? I have no idea. I am not a sinner, my dude. I think you're the sinner if you want to consume this content and then, you know, criticize any of it. I'm just saying. Kind of like people, like, ever since they announced the definitive editions of Grand Theft Auto, they're like, oh, Rockstar's just doing a cash grab. Oh, they're gonna be crappy. Oh, these games didn't need a remake anyways. Oh, anything but Grand Theft Auto 6. And then the naysayers end up spending the money, and then this ends up happening. So part of the complaints, they're correct. And I'm like, I just hate when sometimes, on very specific occasions, some of the haters' complaints are correct. But it's just a kind of a frustrating time sometimes. But play Raul the new Battlefront games at some point. I mean, if Raul has a PlayStation 4 or 5 and he can get actually I think Raul has the old Battlefront games and we have to get like a modded thing going for us to play together or something. We'll figure it out. But tomorrow, okay, plan A for tomorrow. Let's assume similar Battlefront 2 with you. Okay. It'll happen. It's just my schedule's very hectic, and right now I'm in like Grand Theft Auto mode. So here's a tentative plan. Tomorrow, one plan is if Rockstar Games does not get its stuff together and it's still not available on PC, I'll check Twitter at like 9 a.m. Then I'll contact my buddy Joe today. Like right now, as soon as my stream is over, I'll contact him and I'll be like, dude, if you're open and if you're free around noon my time, 9 a.m. for him, we can like get up and like get a party going on PlayStation Network on live, and like, hey cat, what's up? We can get a whole posse going or whatever to play some Star Wars Battlefront, because he has it on his PlayStation and he installed it recently. Like, we were chatting and we were trying to play that at some point, so it's happening eventually. I don't know if tomorrow, but if Rockstar doesn't get its stuff together and by tomorrow the games are not available on PC, I will be streaming some Star Wars Battlefront, either 1, the new one, or 2. I think Joe prefers the second one, so it's probably gonna be the second one. Oh, you have the new Battlefront? But the thing is, you have it on PC. I only have it on PlayStation, right? Because if we could all get together on PlayStation and play it there, then that'd be great. But if Rockstar Games gets its stuff together, which I'm kind of 50-50 on, because the fact that this is happening right now is really weird. Like, that they didn't like go through the code themselves before release. That's very odd. Like, if you're trusting someone else with your IP and they release it and then you see like problems after release, that's not good. Like, you should definitely test it in-house yourself with your devs and then release it, because you've tested. I even said it during the stream. I said, Rockstar like tested this and they okayed it and stuff. Like, I seem to have been wrong then. So I don't know. The heavy miscommunication going on between Grove Street Games and Rockstar is, that's not great. Like, I was really rooting for this definitive edition too, because it opens up a lot of doors of like Nintendo getting more properties from Rockstar, and that would be amazing. Like, if we could just get our stuff together and not make the announcement too early or too late, and just work on Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories for a release in 6 months or in a year, I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay, because then everybody's on board and everybody knows what they're doing. And then those remastered versions of those games can come out and be much better than these. Like, if I were them, I'd be talking about that. If they really want to make a buck off of like nostalgia and deliver a good product that is worth investing in. Me, as a fan, I'm a little sad that I can't play it today. But you know, I'm sad one day, but then if tomorrow they fix it, I'll be fine. I'll still like hold it against them eventually. It's like, do you remember that release? That was bad, but anyway, assuming they fix it, tomorrow I will be back with the definitive edition of Grand Theft Auto, assuming I didn't lose my save file, because it should still be somewhere in there. But if they change the whole code and they deleted all the files, then it won't be, and I have to beat it again, which I won't mind because the games are still fun, but I can't do that on stream because I don't want to do repeats. So I'll either be streaming Grand Theft Auto Vice City from the start, or Grand Theft Auto 3 if my files are untouched. Okay? So that's the initial plan. Hopefully they fix it. And if they don't, Star Wars Battlefront tomorrow. So thumbs up, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Yes, I will be back tomorrow with something, definitely, around noon. Eastern time. Eastern Standard Time. Muchas gracias por venir. Aquellos que hablan español, no se les olvide suscribirse y tocar la campana para saber cuándo vuelvo a estar en vivo en directo. Vuelvo mañana. No estoy seguro si con Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City o Star Wars Battlefront. Todo depende de Rockstar Games y qué hacen con el Rockstar Launcher, y si Grand Theft Auto 3 está en el Rockstar Launcher o me toca empezar desde el principio. Entonces estén pendientes y nos vemos ahí. Pero si no, Star Wars Battlefront con mi amigo Joe de Las Vegas. Entonces nos vemos. Thank you so much for watching, those of you who did. Special big old shout out to Caspian for being here, and then not being here, and then being here, and then not being here. Wherever you may be, Kaz, thank you for watching. Nick, thank you so much for watching. Special shout out to you, and Raul for being here pretty much for the whole thing. I apologize for the whole this happening. You know, such a weird time, but it's very tumultuous times we're living in today, and everybody's a little too excited, a little too eager, and a little too jumping the gun with hate. So let's just be cautious and think things through. So tomorrow I will be back with either Grand Theft Auto Vice City, if Rockstar's launcher is back and they've deleted all of the files, Grand Theft Auto 3, the definitive edition, if it comes back and my files are still there, my save files, which they should be. I think they have a problem with San Andreas because of the hot coffee mod, not the rest, but we will see. Or, if all else fails, I'll try to contact my buddy Joe, get it hooked up with some Star Wars Battlefront 2, the new one. So I'll see you. It's always good to hear you rant. I gotta make more videos of me just ranting so I could just like name it, this is a rant, not like this is the stream and then half of it is a rant. Because today it was just getting a lot of frustrations out there into the world. Yeah, me too. Let's hope, fingers crossed, Rockstar Games fixes this soon. Hopefully tomorrow. And if not, I'll see you guys again with some Star Wars Battlefront 2 tomorrow. So since you're watching this in the future, or now, I appreciate you, and I'll be back. Keep it real, keep it fresh, keep it hydrated. Get that vaccine when you can. We're this close to crushing COVID. I can feel it. And keep it hydrated. Just running out of water. So I'll go get some more. Subscribe if you haven't. Ring that bell so you know I'm alive. And you know when I'm going live with more video game shenanigans. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Oh boy.